Now, in another matter, Mr. President, fueled by American workers and job creators and assisted by the pro-growth policies of this Republican government, our economy continues to surge ahead. Last week, we examined the Department of Labor's June jobs report, which indicated another month of remarkable growth, 213,000 new jobs. On Friday, economists at the Florida Chamber of Commerce announced that the Sunshine State's GDP has surpassed $1 trillion for the first time. That's $1 trillion, the GDP of Florida. If Florida were a sovereign nation, it would be the 17th largest national economy in the world. And in the past year, Floridians alone have created 182,000 new jobs. It's hard to argue with the facts, but it's even harder to argue with reports that come straight from hardworking Americans. Last month, during his visit to Duluth, Minnesota, President Trump met with local workers and job creators to discuss tax reform and economic growth in their communities. And he heard them loud and clear. Republican policies are working. Adam Morris, a production truck driver for U.S. Steel Mintac, told President Trump that, quote, "the tax plan is working and I'm seeing a difference in my paycheck." Ray Klosowski, commissioner of the Duluth Seaway Port Authority, says that the past year has brought significant steps forward for the port and the jobs it supports. They added a first-ever international modal freight area, which has allowed Duluth to process containers from the West Coast and significantly expand shipping capabilities. There are millions of dollars in new contracts and commitments to hire hundreds of new workers at the port. Mr. Klosowski summed it up saying, quote, "the customers we've been used to, our old tried and true customers, have experienced expansion because of the new tax structure. They're coming to us with more business than we've ever seen in the past." So, Mr. President, our Democratic colleagues are still grasping for ways to put a negative spin on all this good news and the Republican policies that are helping it along. But all around the country, Americans are trying to get their attention so they can explain just how tax reform, regulatory reform, and the rest of our policy agenda is helping to improve their businesses and their lives.